So welcome to the channel, and I'm going to continue with this cleanup of this thing. There's multiple different methods I can try to use. I'm not sure which ones would always work. There's so much variance between different materials, age, corrosion, different things that have happened that it's pretty difficult to initially guess what's the best method. So I'm just going to try different things first. First, just a wire brush. Plastic one, and see what happens. The main idea is to remove material as carefully as possible. Okay, if I use this, it removes some of the paint, but not from everywhere. That's from this corroded part. It removes the paint where there's corrosion underneath. So it removes the paint, but from the point where there's corrosion underneath, so it's fine. Okay. Oh, there's a little dust. Okay, since there's so much dust here and other material, I think I will just next go and just honestly wash this with some detergent, and we'll be back soon with that. So, washed everything with detergent. That's just like a window cleaner or just soap. The milder the better, so you get rid of all the dirt and then dry it effectively. As soon as you dry it quickly, it's not going to make the corrosion worse, but you get rid of all the excess stuff. Yeah, and then one beneficial is, as soon as you can, disassemble everything possible, so you can individually clean up all the parts, like this handle here. Okay, can you see? So this handle I will remove, even if I'm not say, let's see, because then you can treat all the different parts separately, because if you need to put into some chemical bath the parts, screws, things like this screw, you can get it fine again. Just you can't get away without disassembling a lot of stuff. You see, now leather is here. I can treat all of these, metal, leather, everything separately. Now this one is a challenge because it's got these rivets which are basically attached to these, and I think I want to, these are way gone. I will make new ones instead, so I'll integrate them out. Okay, now it's separated from all these parts. There's still this here, but the rivets are brass, so they're just fine. I will not need to touch them. The rust needs to be removed from everywhere. Like here, there's spots of rust here and there, but still thinking, do I remove the corrosion first or hammer it straight first? Maybe remove corrosion first. So next is to, what I'm going to do is clean up this outer cover. I'm a bit unsure what should I remove. I will try if I can get some of these parts out. It is always better if you can get something out of here, but some is riveted. I'm not going to touch them. These parts, oh, I can get them off. Someone has written in, I don't know if you can see them, but here is letters O and J. So here they are. Easy to restore one by one. Okay, as you can see it. Easy to restore the arrows and clean it up one by one underneath, and also from this side. Also interesting, yeah, something fell. If you can see, sometimes underneath parts you can see the original color, what it's supposed to look like. So based on this one, I can see this is black wrinkle paint. So that's what I shall get. Okay, this dial, it's riveted, but could be something underneath, but yeah, they are a bit rusted. But putting these rivets again, these ones can be a bit difficult to make, so I will not try to remove it now. Maybe just clean up. Here's the frame. This is quite well done. I will need to be very careful with this as there's no way to replace it. So next up I will go and wash this part up. So drying the parts are equally important. I mean, if you keep it inside and warm, it will get nice and dry without rusting. Just need to get all the possible spots where they can be hiding moisture. It's important. Yes, you could use some solvents or something that don't corrode, but if you want to be gentle to what exists, you need to use minimum invasive chemicals as possible. So this one I will just go and clean up in water as well. In the case of glass, toilet paper is fine because it doesn't scratch it. It's so easy to use other. Important is you rinse. It's very important that you rinse out all the particles with water or some other chemical so that they don't deposit on the glass, and when you wipe it dry, scratch it. Yep, this is about just fine. Pieces of glue that looks like a very early contact cement or shellac. Okay, I will try washing with this soap too. So here's the last part. This one now goes back to its shelf, waiting for next phase, and try to still try this one up a bit with some traditional toilet paper. Here's one of the tools I like to use in cleaning up things. It's basically a foot pump for filling like pool toys and so on. You push there with the foot and air comes out here. Instead of always buying these Freon or whatever based cans with compressed air or compressor that makes a lot of noise, a foot pump like this is a very nice tool for cleaning dust. So I cleaned the covers and all the bottom part. Now it's time to clean up this one. It's difficult to find a good angle for photography, so I could do a lot of stuff. I could remove some parts, attach some. There's so many things here to clean up. I'm not sure if I can even fit all of this. So far the cleanup of this thing, despite you see a few minutes, it's taken already like 1 week. I'd like to get this video out, but yeah, there's different parts. You need to be different, kind of careful with them. And I'm trying different methods to see how well they work out. You need to be careful with certain parts. Problem with this, when you clean up things, the only thing you can do is try out, and see how things work out. I just tried some fairy, and it seems to clean up okay, leaves some residue. Yeah, there's so much stuff here around that it's rather difficult because you need to remove everything, and that is not all quite possible. Some of the mechanics, I'm really not a bit hesitant on removing them. Clean half of this dial with a toothbrush and some of this lint-free wipes. So if you can see, it's just fairy, and some people use Windex for cleaning glass and so on. Windex is actually a very good one, cleaning certain things, not too aggressive. Once you find good brands to do your restoration stuff, stick to them, because this is plastic, so if it was glass, I would just use much stronger chemicals, but I don't want to put anything here because some of the old plastics, they tend to start melting. If you put alcohol and stuff on surfaces like this here, which is metal, you might damage the paint quite badly, so need to be careful. it's always sad when some brand which you used to know was good is no longer for sale, and then you buy bad stuff like this and nothing works. I mean, with chemicals, cleaning chemicals, glues, they change the recipes or contents, and in the end they don't work as well as they used to. You just wonder why. I mean, it doesn't smell anymore, it's nice, but it doesn't work either. It's very handy for blowing air gently over things. Sure, it's not so high pressure, but at least it won't blow if some particles will not go into wrong places. So I just sprayed it with this one. So if you get to wipe with it, it's always better. But yeah, with the wipe, if you use the spray cleaner and wipe, it's better. But it's okay because eventually it will anyway vaporize out. Why I don't remove all of these parts? Because some of them are rusted stuck, so I need to treat them individually. Yeah, some of it is just corrosion, so I need other chemicals for dealing with that one. Good brush like that. This is a pig's bristle brush, pig's hair, whatever you call it. It's rigid. You can use something fancier, softer, for more gentle parts. You just go and brush around and blow around. Once you get it moving, just blow on it and it will fly out. Okay, someone will tell me that's really horrible, you will get all kind of illnesses and so on. Yeah, in some cases you should be careful. Depends on the dust you're breathing. All equipment have asbestos and so on. In that case, I will not even open this device, by the way. Most of the dust here is sand, which is really annoyingly stubborn, because there's like a layer of oil or grease or something that has residue stuck here, and the sand, everything has stuck to that. And then there's just the rust particles and the aluminum oxide, which is layered up. So I think this is pretty well initially clean now. There's still plenty of dust here and there, but the worst of the sand is gone. It's only sand, and some of the grease and the grime is gone. So now, and let's say most of the loose stuff is gone, and degreased certain parts. So next video, I think many next videos will be me doing individual parts, treating them, cleaning them, resurfacing and doing stuff. So it's a lot of lubricating, so I will be doing videos, maybe just very short videos out of each of these parts and just putting them online instead of one long one. Okay, so cleaning tools for interested. Well, I like a bristle brush, some chemical, not specifically this one, electronic cleaner. You need to have one that vaporizes really well. Some of them leave residues which are completely useless. Some water with a fairy. This cotton buds, toothbrush, some Windows or something else. This device, Proxons, just with some. Always use the gentlest type method you can imagine for cleaning up, and go upwards from that if it doesn't work, because you can't go backwards if you destroy something. So thank you for watching. See you in the next, probably a bit shorter videos about small things I do here. Thank you for watching.